Hello beautifuls, my name is Quavia. Welcome to JuJu Thyme. In today's video, I'm going to channel down a message for you from the Divine Dark Cosmic Mother and their messengers to better help align you towards your path to peace, love, joy, and abundance. Now, as I always say, as this is a collective message, definitely be sure that you lean into your guides, lean into your intuition, so that way you can hear the message that they brought you here to listen for. If you like a personal reading with me, that link will be down in my bio. If you would like to become a subscriber to my blog, I have free content that is coming out that is just, how can I say, it's talking about, it's more personal for me, but it's getting a bit more of a peek into my life, into my realizations. I'm also really excited because I get to just, write, and I get to show some of my photography and things like this. That's just more personal for me and my realizations of my own life and my own path, as I call it, like my own gathering of wildflowers. But anyway, let's jump right on into this message, so that way you can go on your day and feel, I don't know, I just hope that you feel great. I hope you feel great. I hope you feel well equipped. I hope that you feel ready. That's what I hope. Okay, so right now you're in a state where you are jumping leaps and bounds over any obstacle. It's almost as like there's this feeling that nothing can stop you. It feels as though as well recently with a few of you, you feel like you've broke some kind of ceiling. It feels as though you've exceeded your own expectations, or even have come out of like a situation with like higher realizations of what you want, of what you know, what you feel, what you desire. And it's like you're going forward with that. You're going towards it full steam ahead, right? You've gotten such a beautiful grasp, it seems like, of how much power that you have, how much magic that runs through your blood. It does feel like a transition state right now. We'll look deeper into that. We'll see what the cards lay out and the messages that I receive, but it definitely feels as though you're in a transition state, but oh man, does it feel good. Oh man. Void spaces, liminal spaces, I feel very comfortable in, and so I really like this sensation. And of course it can be very, in some other situations, liminal spaces can feel very uneasy, absolutely. But particularly for this, it doesn't feel scary. And if you are feeling any kind of fear, take this as a confirmation, at least from your guides, that you are being so held that you have absolutely nothing to fear. You are just jumping over obstacles and you don't even know it. Yeah, that's very beautiful. So the first message that I am feeling that's moving through me is in regards to work, success, things of this nature. So there definitely seems like there has been some worry when it comes to like work or business adventures, ventures that you've been wanting to take or you have been taking. It seems like there's like a big you've been anchoring yourself in this kind of success, and Spirit wants me to remind you that in whatever your work or business ventures are, to ground yourself in your convictions, to ground yourself in like your pure intentions of why you're doing what you're doing. I'm seeing this as more of a momentum to remind you of your foundation, to help you continue going, to help you continue forward. Yeah, there's something about you being very solid and anchoring yourself in these intentions that you have for your life, and for whatever work that you're wanting to put out into this world, whatever that you're wanting to do or assist in or help in or something along those lines. To remember your mission, to remember your intentions. That can be forgotten sometimes when like there's obstacles upon obstacles and you needing to take a break or XYZ. I mean, it's all part of the journey, absolutely. But as you're going along this journey, don't forget to anchor yourself in this mission and your intentions. It's like you're moving from a space of like worry into a space of peace. And perhaps this is like that leap that you've been taking, this leap of just removing yourself from like this stress. Stress does not help. Trust me, as a person who end of last year had to, I was hospitalized, and a part of like what was wrong is stress. Spirit is wanting me to mention that, and how stress does not help you. What is it? I remember, maybe it's a quote from some famous dead person, or maybe it's a quote from someone else in this world, but it's like I remember hearing someone say, when you worry about something, you're worshiping the problem, or something like this, or you're like just torturing yourself, for this problem, and it's like it doesn't do you any good, so perhaps this is like that leap that you're taking of just really putting worry behind you and truly figuring out, what does peace look like for yourself? What does that even feel like? Yeah, seems very radical, but very beautiful and good and balancing, absolutely, when it comes to your health, okay? But okay, I'm also seeing for any kind of individuals that are in some kind of trading business, right? Like goods, markets, trade. I do see that there is like this this money that's flowing through, but specifically what I'm seeing, and it goes back to like this intentions, this mission, not taking shortcuts. And like when you don't take shortcuts, and even though it's like the long way around, it seems to propel you a lot faster into like what you're wanting to like do and stuff, right? There's no like cut corners kind of thing that I'm seeing. And if you're interested in getting into that kind of business, that's a message within itself for you to really, of course, do what you can, but to put in that magic. It's like I'm seeing an individual, they're working with like clay, and like that infusion of themselves into this project, their infusion of their love into it, it really helps fuel them. It helps fuel like this richness of this product. Okay, there's also a message as well that is quite exciting on like a voyage going on a voyage somewhere, consider places. If you are looking, if you've come across this video and you have been like thinking of some voyage, or you're preparing to use that money that you saved up to go on a voyage somewhere, I do see this as a voyage away from land, like away from the land that like you may inhabit right now. Yeah, I'm sorry, I get lost. Anyway, basically, Spirit is wanting you to, whatever this voyage is, wherever this destination is, create some kind of itinerary, or especially if it's already booked, create an itinerary that will bring balance, that will help bring balance into your life. Or if you haven't booked anything but you are looking to go somewhere, once again, that message of balance is very much like a part of this voyage, and like this importance it seems like of one, stepping into your feminine energy. This could also be going to like motherlands, or going to a land that you feel you can connect to the divine feminine within yourself or within nature, however way it's translating for you. There's just something very feminine that you're needing to connect with. Yes. If you hear my washing machine, it's on the last spin cycle, so it gets really loud. I don't think you should hear it, but just in case, it doesn't hurt just to mention it. But anyway, yeah, there's something, and it doesn't matter what you identify as. We all have these energies that we're balancing within ourselves, and there's something that's in store for you. There's something that is meant to be inherited and given to you by you going on this kind of voyage, if this is something that you've been looking into. All right, let's look into if there's any if there's energies, spirits that are currently surrounding you. Oops, whoa, it's like a whole block of them. If there's any energies or spirits that are surrounding you, and I don't know, any messages that they may want to convey to you. Okay. Spirit of great transformation, also known as death. Okay. So this is a spirit that's currently surrounding you, and for this liminal space that you're in, it makes so much sense. It makes so much sense why this is the kind of spirit that will be surrounding you right now in your life and where you are now in your journey. I said it earlier, and how this liminal void space feels very good, you know? And how on the other hand, for some, it can be very scary, and it can be very uncomfortable, but there's like this message of you're being held, you're being supported. Look at how you're facing these transformations. How are you accepting these great transformations that will completely do a 180? There's this like very, like, I keep wanting to like close my hand, but then I'm feeling like this force to like leave them open, to like receive, to receive and commune with transformation, with death. Speak to death, speak to her, and hear her messages of transformation. There's also a message as well about if you are in any kind of doubt, if you are in any kind of doubt of your ability to transform, you only need to look at the many yous that you have been and the transformations that you have gone through thus far to get to where you are now. And there's like this message, like this reminder that you have transformed to this version that has helped you, you know, thus far so beautifully. And to look back at all the yous that you've been, every time you've transformed, every time you've died, every time you've laid flowers at your own grave, there seems to be like this reminder of how much you have managed and how much you have thrived. There's also a message as well coming through of ancestors and that support of your ancestors coming through with this spirit as well. So if you haven't in a while, this might be a good time to do a little magic to bring honor and elevation to your ancestors. If you feel that they've been quiet for quite some time, they are now making their presence very, very known to you now. They needed you to hear your own voice, to see your own transformations and your own ability, basically. So sit with those that have departed. Sit with yourselves that you have had to depart from. And there's a lot of pride, there's a lot of receiving, there's a lot of inheritance that I'm feeling move through me when it comes to this. I promised that I wouldn't keep you here for long, so I shall not. So let's look at some inner work and outer work. You know I can't close out a reading without giving you that little bit of inner work, that outer work that you can be doing to help you along this journey, to help you continue to align towards your individual path to peace, love, joy, and abundance. Okay. Oh, I think there's two cards here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So the inner work is all about self. It's all about self. And there's a message here that is in regards to your peace, your intentions, as I spoke on already, but also ambition. Also ambition. So Spirit is wanting me to mention, I'm feeling move through me, where does your ambition comes from? Whose ambition is it? I was just actually having a conversation with myself earlier about my education and university and things like this, and going to university long time ago. But anyway, oh, let's fix you, there you go. But anyway, and I was saying how I was telling myself how I don't regret going to university. I absolutely, when I look back on those days, I loved it. I loved that time. But if I were to have done it again, I wouldn't have majored in what I majored in. I would have learned myself a lot more, understood myself a lot more. And then I sort of like, oh, well, if I were to have done it, like if I were to do it again, what would I do? Like, what would I major in? And, you know, I said what I would major in, and I was like, yeah, that's so much more in line, because like those ambitions that I had once upon a time, they were not my ambitions, basically. They were ambitions that I felt I needed to fulfill. Perhaps there was a sense of obligation, absolutely. But yeah, they were ambitions that were not my own. And so, once again, there's no regret. You know, it is what it is. But I see now, like I see that now. But anyway, and that is basically the message that I am getting from Spirit. And it's very interesting that I've, speak on that with you guys. But yeah, so this inner work of your peace is very important. This inner work of your intention is very important. But overall, it's also looking at this ambition. Like, where is your ambition coming from? Is it yours? Is it truly yours? And if those other people or communities or society were not a factor, what would your ambition be? And like, go on that kind of journey, maybe that kind of voyage to figure that out, So yes. And also for this inner work, this outer work, that was the inner work. So for this outer work, where the holes are, what it is that you need to be doing, what it is, where the leaks are, right? When it comes to perhaps your, for example, oh, here we go, my laundry again. Oh, maybe I should have, it doesn't matter, it's fine. I'm human, I have to wash clothes, obviously. Okay, anyway, sorry. But yeah, especially when it comes to your devotion, when it comes to your discipline, where the leaks are within your own house. And so there's no ignoring that anymore. There's no bypassing it or like, oh, I'll just do it tomorrow. Mañana, tomorrow. And it's like, no, tomorrow is here now kind of energy. Okay, so there's this need for you to fulfill it, because by fulfilling it, you are working towards that peace. By acknowledging the leaks within your own house, whatever that means for you. It could be maybe literally, like perhaps there's things that you need to be doing that you just have been putting on the back burner, or perhaps it's like this like what you need to do to take care of yourself. Once again, this is outside work. This is stuff that you can be actively doing. So even if it's like, oh, I know I really need to be taking better care of my health. I know I really need to be eating more cleanly or exercising, or I know it's something that you can be actually doing. And like, by you going through it, by you actually participating in this action for yourself, you're not ignoring things, and it creates more peace. And it's like you will work hard for this peace, and there's so much fulfillment within it. And perhaps this is part of this fulfillment that will help you continue taking these leaps that you need to take over these obstacles towards this great transformation that you're looking for yourself. But all right, beautifuls, thank you so much for being here. Yeah, that is, I feel everything go quiet. I love that moment when things go quiet. Oh, it's so nice. Anyway, but yes, that is the message for you. I hope that is giving you some great guidance on what you can be doing, inner work, outer work, the spirit that is currently surrounding you, where you are, and also what is as of now foreseen that is coming your way. So thank you for being here with me, and until the next one, truth and love.